Whatever she said, then I'm mad. If this here rocks to y'all, then you mad. Whatever she said, then I'm mad. If this here rocks to y'all, then you mad.
Hey G Team, it is Major G, and tonight is the third episode, technically the third, actually 2.1 of our CW crossover. And tonight is Arrow. So in Supergirl, they managed to actually close up a bunch of. Let's do a little recap. So in Supergirl, they managed to close up a bunch of the mini arcs that were happening, namely John Jones and his John Jones turning into a white Martian. Let's see. Oh yeah, Cadmus, the leader of Cadmus, who turned out to be Lena Luthor's mother. I think that's her name, Lena Luthor. Turned out to be Lena Luthor's mother. Was put in jail. And apparently Lena Luthor is not like the rest of the Luthors, which is good news. And I'll admit I must have been wrong for that one because I was assuming she was gonna be a Luthor and just like be anti-alien. And it wouldn't have been that big of a surprise because Smallville actually did that. So they went that route with, what was that chick's name? Cassidy? I think so. They went that route with Lex's adopted sister in that one, which Lena is an adopted sister too. So Cadmus, head of Cadmus is or who we think is the head of Cadmus is now in jail. We may see another Amanda Waller because Cadmus and Amanda Waller kind of go hand in hand. John Jones is no longer turning into a white Martian. What's her name? Kara's sister. Why can't I think of her name? Lexi? No. I can't think of the sister's name, but the sister is getting with Maggie, which is awesome because they're a great couple. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much where we're going with that one. Oh, yeah, Mon-El, where something's going to happen with Mon-El. Somebody's chasing after Mon-El. All right, and then that ended with Barry and Cisco entering Kara's apartment and saying, hey, we need your help. Cut to yesterday night. Yesterday night, we had, who was it? Oh, yeah, so aliens landed in Central City, disguised as a meteor, I think. Kind of like, once again, the whole Superman thing. And the Dominators popped out. So I actually watched Akasan's reaction, and DC-san, who him and Akasan are real good friends, and they do collabs together. DC-san was actually saying that the Dominators, there was something similar to the Dominators on Young Justice, so I wasn't completely off. He said that Young Justice had aliens that were similar to the Dominators, but weren't actually the Dominators. So I was wrong there. The Dominators are not, or excuse me, the Dominators are not the guys, the little mini guys from Young Justice. Anything else? Honestly, I'm not very familiar with the Dominators. I'll admit that. I'll freely admit that. I haven't really heard of them before, but he was very familiar with them. Let's see. Anything else? So Supergirl, the Legends, Flash are all working together. Once again, as I said with the Flash reaction, the only thing that would have been slightly more awesome is if Supergirl had thought to bring John Jones with her. That would have been absolutely incredible. I think that would be the only way they could have topped this. Let me think. Anything else? Anything else with this? Hmm. 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 Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. So, the Dominators mind controlled pretty much everybody on the team except for Barry and Oliver, who were left behind because we found out what Barry's message finally said from Legends. If you've been watching Legends, you know that they've been talking about this message from Barry in the future, from 2060, I think it was, or 2050, 2056. Yeah, 2056, and so they never actually said what the message was, but we finally heard it yesterday, and it was Barry saying that he messed up and don't trust him. And that the timeline will be different when they get back, which is absolutely accurate um, because the legends never really came back to the present once they left in the first season. Um, so they wouldn't have necessarily been affected directly by the timeline, by Barry changing the timeline in Flashpoint. Um, but what is interesting, and I think I'm the only person who actually, I'm as far as I've seen, I'm the only person who's actually been pointing this out. What's interesting about that is that um, when the Legends in the first season, Legends go to Star City in 2040, and uh, they meet the second Green Arrow, who is also known as Connor Hawk, who is AKA John Diggle Jr. So in the and so before the before Flashpoint, Diggle only had baby Sarah, as far as we knew. There was no mention of a John Jr., nothing like that, until the Legends went to Star City in the future. And then we meet John Jr., who was Connor Hawk. Um, and so that's really cool that, there was a hint right there of what was going to happen. Um, and uh, 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 so now, after Flashpoint, we do have a John Jr. who is gonna grow up to become the second Green Arrow. Uh, since we know on Legends, he's gonna grow up to become the second Green Arrow. And so Legends had already seen the effects of Barry's messing with the time, the effects of Flashpoint, which is interesting, very very interesting. And I think that was the only. Yeah, there's only two times that they visited the future. The first was Star City. The other was the Time Lords or Time Lords. Yeah, the Time Lords. Was it Time Lords? I want to say Time Lords because Time Lords are Doctor Who, and Arthur Darvill, who played Rip Hunter, is also from Doctor Who. So I want to say they were called the Time Lords, but I forget. But anyway, yeah, the Time Lords, um, the Time Lords were in the future, and then Star City was in the future, and that's the only time we've. No, that's not true. We went far in the future with the whole Vandal Savage thing. That's right. We went very far in the future, but that was way, 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 way ahead in the future. That wouldn't have been so much affected by Barry and Flashpoint, as far as we know. So, without further ado, I've been talking long enough. It is time to get on with this reaction. So here we go. End of Flash. Everybody got abducted. That's all we know. So it's time to see who did the abducting. Let's start Arrow. Your Arrow reaction. CW crossover, epic CW crossover, part 3, Arrow season 3, episode 8. Reaction starts now. Supergirl. And Barry is not faster than instantaneous teleportation like Wally West is. What the heck? Oh, this must be the past. Hey, that by the way, that's Lex Luthor's house from Smallville.
How could I forget?
Holy crap! Black Canary?
Laurel Lance,
What?
will you marry me?
I think I already answered that question.
Right.
He's still rich. He's got Laurel Lance.
Time to get ready. My sister will be here soon.
Oh my god. Ah, Dreamland. Shoot. I was hoping it was an alternative Earth. Ba, 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 ba. I was hoping it was going to be an alternative Earth.
Renee and Rory. It's two Rorys I know now. The other one, he's a douche though. Not a douche, right? I just had to make sure, right? Guys, we have to find all
Cisco's
of
kind of a
everybody,
douche
and
right
I'm
now,
not
though.
talking about.
See one of them. Metahuman.
Yeah. Don't sound too excited about it.
So this is it. Just please don't break it any more than it already.
Oh, that's right. They don't have metas in Star City.
You said tech.
Yes, I said tech. It's an alien spaceship, Felicity. These guys aren't amateurs.
Tech. She can hack.
If we had some, we might be able to download some intel off it. Like
That's right.
everyone's location.
Hack the Gibson.
Hold, please.
Yes. Women.
Of course.
I'll look them back.
Of course.
Hack off the planet.
What about this?
What's going on here?
Whoa. Mom and Dad.
Whoa. Free reflexes.
How much
Uh-oh.
luggage?
I miss you. I miss you too.
Oh my god, everybody's happy.
Thanks.
Except for Thea.
Ollie got it for me. Who's the bird?
It's Canary.
Oh, shoot!
QC is a family company. It should stay in a family. Dad, I wanna make my own name. I don't just want to rely on you.
I forgot, there is no Queen Consolidated. Whoa!
Want a piece of this?
Oh, shoot! What? Who is that?
Quite the hero, son.
Uh-oh, memories. Oh, shoot.
Oliver,
You're not gonna tell me God has a plan on you.
Well,
Look, I respect you and all. I feel like Elliot ET. It's working. It's working.
Your tech guy quotes movies, huh?
Yeah.
Real original.
Oh my god. Oh, shoot. Season 1. Oh, shoot. Merlin.
Oh, wow.
Yo!
What the hell? Hi. We have an unauthorized entry.
Is it Diggle? It's Diggle, isn't it? It's Diggle!
Stop trying to throw it all away.
Oh, shoot. That's the Season 1 suit. Isn't it? Yeah!
oh, I've had enough of this.
Yeah! Supergirl!
My damage is that people like you two have the power of gods, yet you think you can make the world a better place just by putting on a fancy costume.
No, we think we make the world a better place because
We do?
do.
Yeah.
Look around. The moment he showed up, meta start appearing everywhere. Now you show up and we get aliens. Superpowers are evil, man. And I don't want anything to do with them. Or with either.
He's
of
got
them.
it backwards. Flash was one of the metahumans that was affected. He showed up after them. Supergirl also showed up after the aliens.
I'm not blaming you. I know you didn't mean for any of this to happen. I know you all lost something. But I need your help to catch Martin and anyone else out there like him. But I can't do it without you.
If we're gonna do this, I have something that might help. Something I've been playing with. It's designed to replace the turnouts firefighters traditionally wear. I thought if Star Labs could do something nice for the community, maybe people wouldn't be so angry at Dr. Wells anymore.
Barry, this thing's getting closer. Wind speeds are 200 miles per hour and increasing.
I don't know who this is.
Yeah? Are you okay? Yeah.
Uh-oh. Flashbacks.
You're looking like a trained assassin or anything.
I know, that was a weird choice of words.
Serious, I don't know what's going on with me right now. I just know that I want to be with you as quickly as humanly possible.
Oh, before his memories go away.
Much of an artist. This is what I came up with.
Dominators.
I don't know. They're gonna push back against whatever we do.
Push back. Like how?
Deathstroke! What? This is the picture! This is the picture that he posted! Oh my god, what? Whoa! Sarah?
Alright, this is hard.
Yo!
We'll start trying.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Tag it! Woo-hoo! Teamwork!
But if superpowers are a thing, it's good there are guys like you to help the world.
There you go.
Green guy would have kicked
I
me.
believe he's a doctor now.
He says the same thing about you, Miss.
That's right, we haven't seen John Barrowman in a long time. Even if they're fake, appreciate. Wow, are those tears? Oh my god, he is. He's crying.
We finally have a chance to be happy.
My god, the feels, man.
I love you, Thea.
Oh my god, wow. Wow.
To keep us here.
Ooh! Merlin? Oh shoot! Ah, Damien. Oh shoot! Yo! Oh, that's right. Ray's the worst fighter out of all of them. Oh! Sarah's finally getting that revenge she wanted. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Some things you just can't fix.
God.
You ordered the dead by fighting, and you are not done fighting.
I know I called you.
Tommy? I can tell that they digitally added Colton Haynes' head onto that, whoever that was. But it was still nice seeing his face.
Guys,
There's something you really need to see.
Are they not on Earth?
regulator, we took our...
That doesn't make any sense. Geographical coordinates don't have any negative numbers.
I mean, they do, only one.
In space?
Oh my god, I think I know where they are.
They're in space. Yep, they're in space. CG looks good.
Or not.
Ah! Oh shoot! Yo! This is epic, dude! No! Oh! Yeah! God! Are you kidding me? Oh! Oh! Was our Arrow. That was Arrow for this week. And I didn't know, I didn't really have an idea of what was going to happen. But I did catch a piece of Akasan and DC-san talking after the Flash episode. And they were mentioning that Arrow would probably be a bit slower than Flash, and it would pick back up and fully culminate during the Legends episode tomorrow. And it seems that they were right. So Arrow was a bit slower. Arrow today had a much slower pace, but we did see some cool stuff, which was namely a ton of cameos, which was great. I mean, like, we got to see Diggle as the Green Arrow. We got I think, and I'm pretty sure that was the season 1 outfit, when Oliver was the Hood. You had both the Queen parents. You had Damien Dark. You had somebody playing Deathstroke. You had Laurel Lance. You had Tommy. Tommy showed up, and I'm pretty sure that was actually him. Let's see. Unfortunately, we didn't get our actual real Roy. That would have been really cool. But they digitized his face. I guess they got his okay to do that. And then who else was there? Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. John Barrowman showed back up. So oh yeah, by the way, what I was talking about in the picture was that at some point a few months ago, Stephen Amell posted a picture onto, I want to say it was Instagram. It was Facebook or Instagram. He posted a picture of him sitting on a park bench next to Deathstroke. So there was a lot of speculation over what exactly that meant. So we finally got to see what was going on with that, what that was. Oh yeah, Damien Dark was there too. I forgot. Yeah, but he's been showing up randomly in Legends. So let's see. Can I just say I haven't had a chance to say this yet. I forgot because I haven't been reacting to Arrow episodes. But can I just say I love the fact that that they're full on Mr. Terrific-ing Curtis. So Mr. Terrific actually has a short haircut instead of Curtis's afro. But everything else is exactly the same. I love that jacket. That jacket, the Fair Play jacket, is absolutely awesome. They gave him the T mask, which is freaking awesome. I never would have thought they'd do that. I have no idea how they did that. That's really cool. the only thing that's really unrealistic about his costume is the fact that his hair is they cornrowed his hair, which any black person knows it takes hours upon hours to cornrow somebody's hair. That's like, yeah, that's so unless like the Flash is showing up and cornrowing his hair at super speed, that's the only unrealistic part about his costume. But other than that, I love his outfit. His outfit is absolutely awesome. So yeah, I just haven't had. Oh, there was. Oh yeah, that's right. So Artemis, which is cool. They brought in an Artemis who was an original character from Young Justice. So if you haven't been watching Arrow, spoiler alert, the new girl Artemis is actually a turncoat. She's a spy sent by Prometheus, apparently, to keep tabs on Oliver. We didn't get Artemis here, so who knows what she was doing in this episode. But so far, this episode was very, very intense. We got a piece of it yesterday with Diggle finding out about his, what do you call it? With Diggle finding out about baby Sarah. And that was a pretty sad scene. And then you have the shared consciousness this week. Now the only thing that caught me off guard was that it was supposed to be basically a heaven for everybody. And everybody was basically in heaven, except you had Diggle being the Arrow. So I would have, that was the only thing that kind of confused me. I would have thought that Diggle's idea of, perfection would be him and Lila, with probably baby Sarah, or both baby Sarah and John Jr. So what that means is that Diggle is messed up right now, because based on what everybody else was going through, Thea, Oliver, and Sarah all Oliver never went on the Queen's Gambit, neither did Sarah, and because of that, Oliver never became Green Arrow. His dad's still alive, mom's still alive. Thea was never trained by Malcolm Merlin, none of that stuff. So they're all just happy. All of them, Oliver's marrying Laurel, and so all of them are essentially basically living the lives that they always wanted to live. And therefore that means that the life that Diggle apparently always wanted to live is as the Green Arrow. So that's kind of interesting. So that's something to think about. That's Ray, I forgot. Ray's wife might not be, or his fiance. That's a surprise too, actually, now that I think about it. Ray's fiance wasn't alive. That's interesting. I just realized that. Yeah, his fiance that he was always pining over was never alive. And even in the dream sequence. Interesting. Even so, he's essentially the person that he was when we first met him in season 3, which was this kind of bubbly kind of guy. And then Diggle is kind of being a vigilante. So that was, yeah. So, that escape scene, the escape scene when they were getting out, their entire escape. The entire escape was awesome. Once again, CG looked fantastic. The Dominators looked great. The ship scenes looked great. I guess CW just threw every dollar that they could into this crossover. And by the way, CW, it is paying off. This crossover is awesome. This is I can't imagine you guys topping this. And you guys have now set the bar so freaking high. I don't think you'll ever be able to touch it. I would like to see you do it, but I don't know. I can't imagine them. I can't imagine them like getting beyond that bar with any other crossover. So you spoiled us. You spoiled us, CW. Thank you for that, but you spoiled us. I don't think we'll ever see anything of this level, of this caliber again. But thanks. Yeah, this is going really great. Can't wait for this episode was full of feels. I almost cried. I wanted to cry. I really did. I wanted to cry. I almost did. And it was this episode was just very intense. And I'm looking forward to seeing Legends tomorrow. So, what do you guys think of it? Are you guys enjoying the crossover so far, GT? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, you guys, I will see you guys later. The Hall of Justice. Can't stop thinking of that every time I see it. It's the Hall of Justice. Oh no. Oh boy, Cisco.